Chipped your nail, you stubbed your toe, you lost your phone. Life's a rolling stone on a broken roller coaster. Scream shit, move on. Throw your hands up, move on. It's all good, today is your day. Time is filled with swift transition. Put yourself in good position if you want. Things can go your way.
So 10 a.m. maybe sounds a little bit late to wake up, but if you're working for Netflix, it also means that you need to be available in their working hours, meaning that in my time zone, I need to stay up until 3 or 4 a.m. a lot of times. Every time I need to come back to get the camera. So every morning I'm going for a quick run around the house, and this is not so much about exercising, but more about making it a habit as a freelancer working from home to stand up from my desk, get out of the house every day, even if this is just for a 50 minutes run. So after a quick shower, I really enjoy watching my favorite YouTube channels while I'm eating breakfast. I'm giving myself only this amount of time because I don't want to end up spending my whole day watching videos. Oh, and by the way, I don't drink coffee. I give myself here a 50 minutes window to respond to emails and catch up with social media, because there was a lot of times where I end up spending way too much time responding to emails or scrolling for hours and didn't do any actual work. I'm giving myself extra time here only if I have a call or meeting with a client. When it's time for work, the first thing that I do is to check out my task list, where I write down and prioritize all the things that I have to do through the day. Not only is it very satisfying to cross things off the list, but it also keeps your momentum going instead of wondering what I should do next. I'm using also Trello as an online project management tool, but on that list I can write down really quickly things that have nothing to do with work and deal with them later instead of getting distracted. For example, when I'm working, I'm usually listening to podcasts, and the other day they mentioned that very interesting book. So I stopped what I was doing and went online to search about it, search the author and order it. And I pretty much lost like 30 minutes of my time, and most importantly, I destroyed my workflow, which makes it even harder for me to get back to work. Now I just quickly write it down on my to-do list, and I know that it's there. I can still work and check it out later. Which brings me to the next tip. Cut out your distractions. What I do is to set up a 90 minutes timer, which also reminds me to get up and take a small break. In that time frame, I close all the browsers that have nothing to do with what I'm doing and turn off the notifications on my phone. This way, I don't find myself scrolling for the next 2 hours just because I got a notification. With a time limit and no distractions, I can really focus and work really fast and efficiently. And what normally will take me 4 hours, it's done in 90 minutes. After having a break to eat, I'm trying to dedicate at least 1 hour of my time for personal education, either by reading a book or watching videos. A lot of times it doesn't even matter if it's about design, filmmaking or business. Anything that intrigues my interest, like science or space, I will gladly learn about it. My main client right now is Netflix, but I also work with other clients and companies. I still work a lot of hours, but the interesting part is that now I can dedicate some hours of my day on my personal projects. So maybe you're wondering if it's better to be an employee or working from home. And this is a discussion for another day.
But around a year ago I was working for a big company, and a lot of times I was getting back home after midnight and still needed to work on my freelance until 3 or 4 a.m. And I have done even worse things in the past, so I don't really mind working a lot. And don't get me wrong, you have a ton of benefits if you are an employee, but what I'm showing you here, it's just a typical day. Some other days I will not work at all, and others I will need to work for 16 hours straight.
The best part of working from home is that you can make your own schedule. No one will fire you because you didn't go to work today or because you decide to take a 3 hours break. The hard part is to have the discipline to work when you need to, even if you don't feel like it, without having anyone else to encourage you but yourself. So as a kid I was a lot into sports. I was in competitive climbing, and in general I loved extreme sports. As a grown-up I don't really have the time to do it as much as I want to, but this year I decided that I really want to work out at least 3 times per week. So now, depending on the day, I could go out, spend some quality time with my family, watch a movie, play some games with friends, or again, go back to work until 4 a.m. Before I go to bed, I'll take a look at my to-do list and prepare for the next day. Then, it's lights off. So this is my way of doing things, at least for now. And as I said, this is just an example. Not every single day looks exactly like this. So feel free to keep only the things that you want from my schedule and tips and adjust the rest to your own personality. Just remember, if you're working from home, prioritize your tasks and cut out all the unnecessary distractions. But definitely, do it in a way that makes you happy.